Sorry we didn't catch the action there, guys. Just Swarm hosts provide constant action, so it's hard to know.
Was rebuilt. I don't know if we missed it because the creep is all gone.
Oh no, I'm saying it was like killed. He's re-killing it before it was rebuilt. They were tight on supply. The Changeling invasion has come down, and they keep on switching who has the bank, who has the supply lead. But I think Henry has the unkillable army at this point. Like this is mech. This is the never-ending swarm.
You really don't want to let Protoss get into this position. A lot of energy on those sentries.
It'll
4 Colossus, a Void Ray.
If he has nice storms and blinding cloud will
rough army.
Really nice feedbacks here, but none of them are dying, so he can just absorb more energy from the spines and Evo chambers he's got built here. For those of you who don't know, it takes 6 unupgraded Tempest to one-shot a Swarm host. That's how I've been dealing with Swarm hosts, just get Tempest, because I open Phoenix every game no matter what.
We actually haven't seen any Tempest at all yet in the early series.
Well, we got 5 Stargates coming down, so...
so that might be the result.
I think
he may have called it.
Bullet's here to solve our woes, but Henry is just deciding, well, I'll just smother you out. It doesn't matter that this battle's been going on for 10 minutes. I will eventually win it. Unless we go into a base race. The best part about base racing as Protoss now is you just recall home. You like pop 4 bases and recall. Still out, even after that big warp, and he's not maxed. That's close, a little bit concerning. Yeah, close.
But I wonder if he's saving that to get, well, it would only be, oh, never mind, there you go. I was saving it to get some Tempest, but you would only get 2. Colossus just wandering out there ahead of getting pulled back, and both are destroyed.
Oh, that's the 4th or 5th donation Colossus we have here. Canceling the 4th or the 5th of Zerg is decent, staying on the same bases. He's gotten to mine a little bit out of that 4th base as well. Killing some Hydras here. Alt deciding to mostly threaten Hydras to death. Follow up deciding that he needs to teach him what. Yeah, he's like, it doesn't look cool if you don't charge.
A lot of changelings again, still stuck in the battle. But he's taking those Colossus actually could turn the tide of this game.
But it's freeing him up more supply for Void Rays, which never are a bad idea.
That is true. I was just thinking that the Swarm host is so hard to compete against without
yeah, this is true. You absolutely do need everything to beat this. This is a high tier, very expensive Zerg army, and you're gonna need a high.
Grab the stalkers.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a mistake on the pulls there.
It's a bit tough to grab the unit you want in that tight Protoss ball.
Very true, very true. Upgrades coming down now, and the Swarm host pushing him back yet again. He's pushed from here to here, but it's killed this base in that time, so that's all you need.
And now he's actually forced to use that energy more defensively, wasting it again. Well, I should say wasting it, but he won't be able to have it if he tries to go on the offense.
I don't know. We keep on having some issues with the sound over here, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. More Void Rays coming down. He's actually only building 4 at a time. I say only 4 at a time because he needs mass Void Ray a while ago to be able to beat this army, because he's going to lose a good number the second the battle starts with those pulls. And now he's getting Storm.
Finally Storm. I want to see some Tempest.
I don't think
we're gonna get.
He wants to tease us, because you do need the Fleet Beacon right now anyway, just to continue your upgrades. This is now a 30-minute macro game. Like, you need all of your upgrades.
And do we actually have any air upgrades coming through?
No, we don't even have the Fleet Beacon. Doesn't have the ability to get them, but he's got the 1-1, 2-1-2 on everything. Should be continuing all of his upgrades right now. The difference between +2 and +3 is insane. Every single Protoss upgrade is ridiculous.
The best.
Best around. These could all be fantastic storms, but instead we gotta wait.
They're coming. They have the energy for it, so once they get there.
He has the energy, but he's going to be forced all in. Like, there's no... These 4 Swarm hosts are going to take out a base. Whoa, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, the Swarm hosts are doing a lot of work on this base and really just pushing DuSteR back farther and farther.
Oh, nice. Use the hallucination. Wait. Oh, that was perfect. But look at that. 100 energy for 3 blinding clouds and a pull. Couldn't ask for any more other than keeping this base alive. This is going to come down to 1 engagement. Needs to blink off to the side. Nice preemptive blinding clouds over there.
Blinding clouds. And the Storm really didn't do a lot there. That one's a lot better.
Well, now that Storm was only his own units. Losing a lot of units there. Huge Void Ray pulls, but when you pull that many Void Rays, they end up just flanking you. And it looks like Protoss is actually going to be able to bust out ahead. He's 20 supply ahead still. No way.
We've seen
Void-
them win this. The
Void
Voiders
Rays.
are taking out all of those Swarm hosts now. Running for their lives.
16 Hydralisks on the way, but 2 Colossus still live, and he still has a Robo and can produce more.
And that's the entire bank there. So that
Oh,
those 16
yeah.
Hydras are it.
That's the bank for everybody.
19 Hydras now.
Void Rays. Does he still have the E to bust down? No, he does not.
It
But-
may be up before these Hydras are there, though.
Hydra's just all popping out, but he's running back a little bit too scared. Needs to kill these Swarm Hosts, because Swarm Hosts, like, Henry can just, well, he's like, cool, I have my Swarm Hosts, I'll move them forward again, and Protoss is under all that exact same pressure
Dropping
he was
that
just
single
under.
force field.
Yeah. Now he's getting conservative with the energy expenditure. He's like, all right, guys, now that I only have 1 sentry.
Oh, look, we see all
There.
bases are actually mined out for DuSteR.
Income very low, but
His units are
he
long
has
range
busted
mining.
the E. He's trying to kill all the all of the Hydralisks. Yeah, it's true. If all the Hydralisks go down, the bank is gone. We got the Templars coming in here, but no Storm energy. Gonna be taken out, and there's the GG. Henry winning it.
What a comeback.
That was actually a really sick game. All right, guys, we're gonna be back with game number 2. DuSteR's gonna
Game number 3.
Game number 3. My bad. DuSteR's map choice.
Back again with game 3.
I'm still surprised Henry won that. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was great.
First, I thought that DuSteR lost completely. I was like, all right, sorry, guys. Next game.
Pushed into his third, completely mined out.
Yeah, destroy the third. No mining, no warpins. Delayed Storm for forever. Got +1, denied, and then was like, nah, man, Void Rays, I'm good. And then Henry was like, nah, man, Swarm hosts, seriously.
Swarm
was
host, a couple
over.
Hydras to slide in at the end and back him up.
Alright,
So up here in the northwest position,
our
we
Miracle
have-
Zerg.
Yeah, Miracle Zerg, Hendralisk. Let's see if he can pull that off again.
Yeah, this is game number 3. This is a rubber match. So, for those of you, Elite Series, we have our point system. It's 250 points to the winner of a 2-1 and 50 points to the guy. Give him credit for taking off that game. Otherwise, it's a 300-point win.
Yep, for a 2-0, yeah. So you can check out the point system and the current rankings on ESChamp.com. Click on the little Elite Series link at the top.
And you can subscribe and follow and get all that good information.
Yep, and as we said before, we're doing a little contest today. If we can get 150 live viewers, concurrent viewers, on the stream right now, we'll be giving out a Heart of the Storm key.
Yes, that way you guys
Which
can...
you'll also have to retweet to enter that. So it's a bit of a double thing, but so get your friends in the channel.
Oh, well, we don't want these people that are just randomly coming by.
Like,
we want to give this person a key, and then for them to come to us like a couple years later and be like, hey man, I won that key watching your stream, and now I'm gonna win this thing.
and now I've won GSL.
Yeah, no, they're gonna...
That's
no,
the jump.
They're gonna... No, the jump is winning Elite Series like Season 19 when GSL is that thing that looks up to us. That's how
That's
that
fair.
works.
That's even better.
Seems to be the only course of action. And Henry just going full first into expand, wants to keep things safe. Oh no, he's
We got that
scouting.
full pylon
Oh,
block
okay.
this time.
Now he's committing to the block, and we're gonna be taking the, I guess, the 9 o'clock base as opposed to the pocket expansion over here. I guess it's a little bit more force fieldable.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But oh, and
So
we
we
don't
see
have
the-
the Nexus first.
So we're gonna see
Cannon
the cannon. I want to
rush.
see the cannon. Come on.
I don't think so. I think this is gonna be one of those dull, haha, I made you take your base somewhere else, and tries to play standard and all that good stuff.
It's always nice to take the cannon then, or the cannon rush there. If they're on the third, it's harder to get those bling reinforcements up as quick.
This is going to be the second time that Henry gets supply blocked at 19, but if you get supply blocked like this looks like it's your goal. This time he's keeping the gas alive. Is that because it didn't get scouted? No. Alright, so early speed. Maybe he's going to go for a little bit of a bust. 3 guys on the gas. Maybe it's to break the rocks. This is a bit of a wider choke, and he's not doing the best wall. Normally you get pylon, and then you can wall off fairly quickly, because this is still a really large hole.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to fill it with the core once it's complete.
Or maybe he's going to show me, like I remember last time there was some Protoss player on, I think it was not Alkaline Waste, but Belsteer Vestige, where I was like, this is a really interesting wall. And I was like, how's he going to complete this? And I was like, oh, really, really well.
Well, I'm going to steal that build.
But probe hidden in the back. If this was a tree, then he'd be hidden for
Yeah.
sure.
Love those maps. I remember a game where Huck beat Naniwa that way, and I was like,
Oh no.
it must be so frustrating as a pro, just overlooking the stuff you see in like Gold League.
Well, that's got to be one of those like the dirty wins where you're like, well, I won, kind of. Did he? No, he didn't see it.
Just
has,
out of
has
vision.
never had vision. Whoa. Sorry guys, punch the mic. Cybernetic score coming down now. Yeah, so decent wall. Is there? Can I? Nah. Yeah. There we go.
There you
All
go.
right, so there's the wall over here. So we'll have the Zealot to be able to fill himself in, and Zergling speed on the way, taking guys out of gas. Wanting to play safe for the third game. Makes sense.
I think it's fair. This is the clutch game to see if you go into the top half of the bracket or the lower half for kind of round 2.
I think it's not. I feel as though if you're going to go 2-1 in a best of 3, you want to lose the first game and then come back. Because they were like, yeah, I 2-0'd him. I just lost the first game. And then.
That's fair. Alright, so we see these stars.
Oh.
Oh no, that's not the Stargate. Wow. I just assumed.
Yeah, no. Why would you not? Seems to be his build.
That's the Twilight Council.
All right,
So
we having DTs. Are you gonna win the hearts and minds of the entire crowd and go DTs into Tempests?
I hope so.
Because I was actually
love
thinking,
DTs.
I was thinking to myself earlier. I was like, I would just go like the 40-minute Tempest cannon build that like just no one knows how to deal with. Hendralisk practice partner Scarlet was actually complaining about the build, and he was just like, well, I can't beat it right now. Scarlet and Young were tanking it, trying to figure it out.
Maybe DuSteR saw that, and that's why he's going for the build now.
Or maybe this is going to be a Blink all-in? Or a late DT Shrine? I'm confused. I will give him that I am confused.
And
There it is. There it is. Just a little bit delayed. And in a very...
Okay, we don't see Blink yet, so
This is actually a really scoutable position as well. Like, normally there's Overlords hanging out here. But
I bet the Overlords aren't there because he saw air the first 2 games.
yeah, you see... Yeah, okay. All right, I can get you on that. This is a metagame position. Yeah,
Keep
absolutely.
those
We see...
Overlords back, and we had
To
supply
your-
block issues last game as well.
And to your point, there are actually no Overlords on the map. He's doing everything with Zerglings. That's probably why he's like, okay, so here's our one Overlord. I'm not going to put as many Overlords out on the field, but what I will do absolutely is have that quicker Zergling speed to get all the scouting information I need. Unfortunately, he'll get most of the scouting information he needs and there will be DT 4-gate shenanigans.
DT 4-gate shenanigans with a pylon in the main from that.
Well, pylon in the main is kind of a GG.
There we go.
But if you go, here's the problem with going Stargate every game and then going into DTs. Spore crawlers still beat you.
Yep,
and we have 4 on the way. Yeah, with the roaches as well. So really clever, really great idea. Just be like, all right, I've gone Stargate all these times, and then you denied scouting so well that he assumes it's Stargate again. All
but
right.
you still, or
Third base though.
DuSteR here may be able to take down a base and you can rush in and get one of those 4 crawlers before the reinforcements can
Well,
get in.
3 DTs can actually take out a hatchery before an overseer is morphed.
Oh, but he's actually pulling the
Oh,
to block it, but
no,
he does
but
get killed.
And he doesn't have a lair. Like, he absolutely needs. He's like, this main base is dead. Like, that's the end of it. If he lets this finish, it'll be a terrible, terrible travesty.
Smart move there, taking out the pylon though, some more aren't warped in.
Would have been nice to see this game number 1 really would have stopped that push. Yeah, he needs to use the creep to keep his spawning pool alive, but this base is never going to make it. Do we have DTs anywhere else having success? Nope, but taking out a base while taking your own, not too shabby. I made the mistake of putting my wall up here once, then breaking the rocks and almost destroying a gateway.
Yeah, all the damage it does. I think it's a neat feature that it does damage well.
I want to see somebody like stop a marine push by killing the rocks at the right time with like the last blink stalker, like that zealot charging forward or something cool like that.
Oh, that'd be great, having a plus play based off the rocks.
Yeah, and have that other player be like, no, I won this game. Be like, yeah, you did, but then but then the rocks. Thanks, Dustin Browder.
Stalkers there. Really not doing it cost efficiently at all.
Yes, this is
The stalkers on the other side of the wall are just murdering them.
such a slow, painful death of those 2 stalkers there. But this is
Quite a lot of risk.
oh
Actually
no!
slide in there.
Everything's gonna get in. I didn't realize that pylon was pivotal to it. How did most people get through?
Realize that either.
Yeah, no, that was really unfortunate. But now all the roaches of Henry are in here, up by 30 supply, getting a Spire, retaking his main, and killing a lot of probes. They actually were fighting there for a little bit.
We're actually going to just do a little base trade here. 1 base for 1 base, I think.
Yeah, just be like, well, you take mine, I take yours, until the DTs come out. No mobile detection as of yet. Mobile detection is possible. Just haven't seen it. This is actually not doing nearly as much damage as I thought it was going to.
We didn't try and focus down the
Yeah, and only 11 workers.
nexus there.
Oh, but 11 to 47, 65. All right. Not both players like taking blows, but reasonable ones.
And Henry is 20 supply ahead now.
How many
Spire on the way?
Only able to build 4 if he actually decides to commit to this. Maybe it's for corruptors. Doesn't seem to be the best idea right now. But +3 coming by this is what he was missing in last game. The +3. Now he's getting in at 12 minutes instead of never.
Getting those a lot faster
Oh, that was
upgrades.
beautiful. I love it whenever an Archon one-shots anything.
All right, 5 mutas on the way, and
This is enough to one-shot a worker.
yeah. And these are actually going to be quite annoying because this army isn't super mobile at this point. It's just a few stalkers.
Still no blink.
Yeah, the Archon is pretty slow.
Yeah, it's just from here to here is 2 seconds for a Hendralisk and never for an Archon.
It's like a year.
Although he could get this sniped pretty well if the Mutalisks are committed to, which it looks like they're going to be with this +1 flyer attacks, 4 more mutas on the way. So yeah, absolutely, Stark Shrine might not be long for this world.
So I think it would be nice not having to worry about those DPs for the rest of the game.
4th base coming
The
down.
odds of it being rebuilt are a little slim.
Base will take...
He's just swinging away, waiting for that detection to come.
Swinging away. Where is it?
Oh, it's coming.
No way. Okay, there it is. If he was
Oh,
on
but
if he was on the other side of this hatchery. But still,
Wouldn't it amazing if he still got it.
you come by with like 1 Void Ray charger down. Oh, that's too... Now, see, this is where I lose because I go all in to kill this hatch.
Yeah, I would too.
We're like 300 hit points. You're like, yeah.
You get that scent of blood and it's in your sights.
And then he does like 5 transfuses while you were gone. You're like, oh, it's full
yeah,
health.
Zerg can heal.
Yeah. 2 more evolution
as
shape,
well, so we're gonna see some Muta Bling here.
which is really, really fun and difficult. Like at any point in time, Protoss can lose to Muta-Bling if they just take really nice position on the Starkers, or just if they take too much damage on the probes or like get that really nasty baneling hit. But it's like the end of the day, it's a 4th base with the main has been taken out before, so it'll mine out later. But I don't really. That's not how you want your main to still have minerals.
Yeah, it's true.
but no damage taken. Like, all the credit in the world to him. Oh, this DT is going to have a bad time. There he is.
DT, sacrificing it.
I wish
This is a great little wall off here from Hendralisk to stop any kind of advances.
in the beta days, I saw some Protoss. This was one of the reasons I switched, is he put a pylon here and then cannoned here to make the choke just this for 4 bases. And I was like, no freaking way.
Such a good idea.
All right.
Flying into... Oh, I thought that was 3 Archons that was in the corner there.
But
not, it is
got
building
some
working
nice
in.
shots off. Those are some bruised Mutalisks to say the least.
They do heal quite quickly now, though.
Oh, yes, that's true. Coming in,
Trying
not
to snipe those pylons.
gets both of them down. He's going to be starting to kill some probes. What? Yeah, Henry's max now. He's 40 supplied, but just starting your 1-1 when your opponent already has +3, and he's got Archons that have the bonus damage to Zerg with that versus biological, and finally the blink coming down.
Finally.
Should be continuing his other upgrades as well, either like plasma shields or armor. Day 9 recommends armor. Most people go for the shields. I understand the logic in both. I'm gonna listen to Day 9 though. That's how
He's
I've
a
been
smart guy. He knows his stuff.
That's how I've been playing this game. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Sean.
Oh, that is a lot of Banelings morphing in.
Oh, and I guess relying on your opponent's Archon and Colossus to be able to deal with them. Although that little poke forward did give him the vision you need to see them. Nexus cannon coming down.
We have. It's gonna be a big pincer here, actually.
Oh, Mutalisks coming around.
Oh, and that Colossus is gonna take it out for free.
But
Good force fields that'll
nice
stop
force
those
fields.
Banelings.
Oh, or completely trap the rest of the army to free the 4th base to get obliterated.
Yeah, this base is just gonna melt here.
I don't
If
think
he actually even uses the Banelings.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this doesn't. I would use that as a last ditch. Be like, all right, Banelings if I need them. But Banelings just now is a deterrent. Fantastic. Wow, really nice. I was actually.
Yeah, there shows the signs of a really good player. He knows that these Banelings are a one-time shot. Let's hold them back.
Yeah, hold them back, but use them as that threat of if you come down here, I can kill you. And this is all of this is bought in time for centrifugal hooks and 1-1. So like my army's gotten infinitely better with the 1-1 and infinitely better with the Baneling speed, and I've taken out a base, and I'm harassing you. These probes aren't mining; they're watching their buddy work.
Just dancing back there.
Actually, let's get some.
Actually, this Sim City here for DuSteR is actually hurting him more than it's helping him.
Oh no, really nice last second force. It was Box of Pain coming down, but if he had a storm right now, this would be terrible, but I don't think it's going to happen.
And as I said there, the Sim City actually stopped him from doing a lot of damage to those locked-in units. He had to use double the amount of force fields, and still didn't kill them all.
Yeah, they still got away. He just didn't know that double force field up there.
But that isn't to say you shouldn't do a Sim City, because it's extremely important most of the time.
Oh no, and this is absolutely fine, SimCity. If he re-force fielded again, it would have been nice to see the blink off to the side, or at least with some units, or if he'd retained more Colossus. Anyway.
It's possible that's what he intended, but the blink kind of got stuck on the building. Awesome, good force field.
One more.
He's taking out quite a
There we
lot
go.
of the Mutalings before the reinforcements get there.
And actually, the Mutalisk count has gone really far down. It's just more or less Zergling Baneling, but they finally get in.
The blink away.
But our Stalker count is gone. Our plus whatever that was going to be is now dead. And the wall is down, and there's the GG. All right, so Hendralisk does take it out with the 2-1. Almost.
All those were some good games.
Yeah, game number 2 definitely was surprisingly awesome. And yeah, congratulations to Henry for finishing out 2-1, and congratulations to DuSteR for playing ridiculously well. I've never seen him before today, but I'm impressed.
Yeah, great player. So we're going to take a small break, and we'll be back with set number 2, which is between Massa and
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy
Fuzzy of
Blanking on
Complexity.
that.
Anyway, guys, see you soon.